Happy Monday. I'm Alli, and because it's Monday, because it's this Monday, I play Dishonored. Every other Monday, Dishonored is what we. Getting a little bit of stuff set up here. Yes. Thing with the stuff. Mm. 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 Dishonored. Where are you? It is. Mm. The thing working? Thing seems to be working. Kane Studios. And we're getting good audio from me and from the game. I'm here. You're here. Hey, Del. How are you today? Somewhere else. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, right. So I'm in my chamber. Top of the place. It is not a good night for the drive home. Very dark and lots of assholes with super bright headlights who don't know how to stay in their lane. It's that not knowing how to stay in their lane part that sounds the most hazardous. I hope it wasn't a long drive. Are you just talking about your commute home from work? New objective, a visit from the outsider. Something's not right. There's like a hole in the floor where there wasn't before. I mean, even just 30 minutes can be kind of harrowing if drivers are being unpredictable. Alright. I've peered through the keyhole. Strange gravity, 12 meters. What even is going on? Something has happened to the place where I live. This floor was not nearly so busted up before, and there certainly wasn't a giant hole in the wall. This doesn't look like the dock district. Looks very unusual indeed, and since when does water just flow up into the sky? They're not unpredictable, they're predictably assholes. It's windy road, so the drift is always on corners. Well, I'm glad you got home safe.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will.
Oh, I mixed up windy with windy. Learn to English, noob.
For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power. my gift to you. Come find me.
Thanks, outsider. Let's see. Power blink. Press left trigger to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. I can also use it to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow me to blink forward and climb up. Eldritch entities wandering around distributing sweet tattoos is hardly a system for social revolution. True power derives from a mandate from the people. Alright, hold left target to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates that I should reach my destination. A blue arrow indicates that I will climb up when I reach my destination. Ah! So... Oh, I see the sphere now. Is this the Empress? Fallen letter. You cannot save her, 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 you cannot save her. I think I got the right number there. I started to run out of breath. Oh, what's this? Piero's spiritual remedy. Yum, yum, yum. Press and hold left bumper to open the quick access wheel, then press X to drink a Mane potion. Is it mana or mana? Mana. It's a mana potion. Alright. Where's my little sphere? Zorch. Watch your step. 21 meters. I'm looking for an arrow. Ah, crap! Is there any way to cancel it? So... X to cancel blank. There we go. Alright, that arrow looks right. So we got like a frozen time. Alright, Emily's letter. Read. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother. I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it in the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. I'll try, Emily. Who's this guy? Mr. Grabby Pants. Is there anything behind this stuff? Oh. It's a very interesting, kind of dreamy sort of world. Got a chest. More spiritual remedy. Did I automatically drink it? Who's this? That's the Spymaster General, isn't it? I'm gonna stand on your table, mister. Nothing you can do about it, 'cause you're a dream. He's like throwing buildings around and stuff. Okay. What's this? Is that a man in stilts? Swamp. Where's my sphere? Guys in roughed up clothing. That's an arrow with like an explodey tip? These guys. Looks like I can't really interact with the arrow. Is that a whale? It says OX, like an amp, maybe an 8 with a line through it, or an ampersand. A lot of that weird stuff around here. Sort of floating. Climb up there. Oh. Stones floating. Clever little cave there. It's just stones. Just stones. A thing I can get, or is it just a floaty lamp? Some kind of like crown imagery there. Oh no, it's a chandelier. I can blow them out. Oof. This tree doesn't seem to have any bark on it. Fish! What are you doing here, fish? Got a neat, like, camp-like tail.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Another rune. Alright. Equipping the heart in my left hand helps me locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when I am facing a bone charm or rune, and it beats faster as I get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if I press left trigger while targeting a person or location. Interesting. So can I go... Uh-oh. Can I go...
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Alright. So I can blink. I wanna go back and see if I can use the heart on people in the dreamy stuff.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth.
And by teeth.
This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Can I get back up there? Looks like I can't get back up there. Harumph. Harumph.
I I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
What? Alright. Maybe there's some randomness to the functioning of blink distance that I can go. Alright.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
Alright, I guess I should drop down. Alright. That hurt a little. Looked like it hurt. It didn't actually injure my red bar. Do I want to go further down?
No one walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort in bones gnawed by teeth.
Oh, a chest. A chest, a chest. Another blue stuff potion. So far I haven't needed to drink one explicitly. Alright.
This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Oh, it automatically drinks the potions when I need to, apparently. It's a rune. Am I gonna eat it? Once I have collected some runes, open the journal and go to the powers section to exchange them for powers. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. Alright. So we got Dark Vision, Blink, Possession, Bend Time, Devouring Swarm, Wind Blast. So, Dark Vision, Level 1. See in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representations of the sounds that I make are also visible. Yes, Mize. Power, Dark Vision. Press left trigger to see in the dark and to reveal living beings through solid walls. I can also see their fields of view. Yep. Level 2 shows me important items through walls, like security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps. Alright. I've got no runes at all. I have 0 rune.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, my new allies have plans to share with me. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Mission clues updated. Let's see. Pierro's an inventor. Samuel the boatman has smuggled me across the river. I'm to use the art to find the rune near the Hound Pits pub. Alright. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, I can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charms section of the journal. Alright. There's a lot of bone charms here. Pouch full of money. Field survey notes, the Royal Spy. Excerpt from the personal memoirs of Hiram Burroughs, dated several years earlier. This is the 4th day, month of high cold. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the distillery district, but more slowly than I'd expected. Where's okay bone charms when you need them? Yep. Hello, Noter. How are you? The ruffians operating there have been cunning, I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leaders flogged in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard would be working night and day, removing the heads that need removing. I'm doing alright. Enjoying Dishonored tonight. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move among us. But I know they do. They must. This is a long one. No Jessamine would rather spend her time with the Royal Protector. At least he's likely to stop any immediate threat to her safety, but a strong arm is not what's needed against those who would undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned wine glass or an explosive delivered by courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower, she receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her, and she spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing, or asking Corvo to teach her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday. Every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been another pet project of late. To think that back in his day, Emperor Kaldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, I'd seal off access to the streets entirely. The Empress won't hear of it. The waterlock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person is going to slip in, and we'll suffer for it, mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plans for the Sokolov devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so when no one else seems to care? If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink into the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the walls and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I've been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order, perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Hiram Burroughs, Royal Spymaster. I mean, I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Ooh, mystical fish artifact. Does it count as a bone charm? And there's a rune close by. Oh, this place is littered with charms. Early life and criminal record, Slackjaw. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street gang. You don't the chinwag on Slackjaw. What he was like when he was young before he's got his name. Oh, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days before was boss of the Bottle Street gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe at the age of 10. For them born to the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines run by the Pendleton and Boyle families. So hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least we was free. The time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with a plan, give everyone some part to play, and decide on the split. Most of us just went along, because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coin. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up, running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we're all talking to a bawdy show in a theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there, and the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning. Throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw. Hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks and Slackjaw buys. Actually pays coin for it. A heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off it at different angles. Slackjaw's got that thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but when we reach his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw out in the street, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, loading a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins, and the shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Black Slackjaw holds onto the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hooks sunk into Mike the Fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that, using his left hand, but he was a big guy, and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. Just kept going and going, till finally it was just like Mike the Fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck to Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed and beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green-eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb. But apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market. Another slipping and falling into the water, out cold. One of the older bosses found in bed with his belly opened wide and a Tivian pear stuffed in his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters. Offers to the underbosses, telling them they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-Eye Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business, real neat-like. Calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus. Showing what he could be like as boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spy Master's snitches, the Responsible Citizens Group, they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep watchful eyes with Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers and the watch, too, telling him that he was in town to stay and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. At first it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick, and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piero. Health elixir, or spiritual remedy they call them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon everybody in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while there were so many people down with plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have the coin for elixir, watered down or pure. The Empress died. It seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over, and Watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard. Cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the City Watch with their taxes and rations. That's kept us alive so far. Crowley, Bottle Street Gang. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Mystical whale artifact. Ooh, the Journal of Granny Rags. This had better be good. Excerpt from the Ramblings of a Street Denizen. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden, where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street, where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom, either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house any more, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Bir amore, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better, even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, and he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no? We travelled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even, all the way to the red cliffs of Pandysia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now. My little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my little mute boy, carved in the name of the one with the black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts. I didn't want to live there any more. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for Granny Rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me in the dreary night, with stars above and below, and always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Alright. I feel like I haven't hit all the books yet. Let's see. Slackjaw we read. What's this one? Rumors and Sightings, Daoud. Excerpt from an Overseer's Covert Field Report. For over a year now, I have lived away from the Abbey without the company of my Overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the Oracular Order. Days have passed with me sleeping in the dens of cut-purses, murderers, and worse, and the nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I have taken my meals with killers. At times I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards and the outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favored by the Bottle Street and Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who are not fit to live, executing them justly, and using their deaths as a means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among my murderous colleagues, without taking the lives of the innocent. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Daoud, in order to get close to him. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concern the Abbey as much as Daoud. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos off the Pandician coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch controlled the crew, with Daoud still a shadow in her belly. The earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. Then a period of silence followed. Years, we now believe, he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and in hidden basements frequented by fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. Daoud is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time before a schism developed, he counted the Brigmore witches among his allies. All the while he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusky-skinned assassin paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and in the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from a balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestones below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Daoud has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather, dressed as factory whalers in their vapor masks. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds, enslaving them. If I impress Daoud, perhaps he will show me the glory of his sandstorm. I heard it's a real bop. Alright. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene. Carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother, she was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment. "Hey, Vandy. Thank you for the host. How are you today?" She passed, Pog. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw an abandoned apartment used by miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teachings given by her local overseer. A man she described as resembling Daoud was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in argument. And thank you for the host, Noter. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. And thank you for the shout-out, Stel. Yes, indeed. There can be no doubt. Daoud is an agent of the outsider and must die, for there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath and the great purpose of my life. Until Daoud is dead and his corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way toward him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Daoud breathes no more. I wonder who that overseer might be. Okay. Where is this rune? 105 meters. Peek through the keyhole. Keyhole. I will not drop my guys by the pool, nor will we get Happy Meals until Daoud says he is sorry for breaking my mother's vessel. Base. It's not that hard, Daoud. You just gotta say you're sorry. Alright, do I want to jump over? That seems like kind of a long way down. Can I blink around here? Whoosh. I don't want to get my feet wet. I might have to get my feet wet. Let's see, can I? Can't quite get on top of that. Looks like maybe there it's gonna work. Rune or bone charm nearby. Equip the heart. There's the rune. I don't know why I'm being so fussy about the water. Gotta hand it to Corvo. He really keeps his heart on his sleeve. Heyo! The powers I obtained from runes can be used creatively to defeat enemies or move through the environment. Blink from roof to roof, possess rats and fish, or slow time before rushing a group of enemies. Slide whistle dance out. Sounds like a Jerry Chan maneuver. New rune added. Acquire powers. So I have one rune. Let's see. Do I want to get... Oh, possession costs 3 runes. Bend time costs 2. Rat swarm costs 3. Wind blast costs 3. So basically none of the... Oh, I can actually upgrade my vitality. Bloodthirsty, what's that? Build up adrenaline and then trigger brutal melee fatalities. Agility. Costs 2 runes. Shadow kill. Aware enemies who don't see you turn to ash as they die. Possession lets you be a fish? Sounds cool. Level 1 allows control of animal targets for a short duration. Then you could just be like, blub blub, I'm a fish, just waiting for Vandy to play Subnautica, Eldritch London. Yeah, Subnautica, Eldritch London, when? Republic awaits. So let's see, vitality just increases health. Strategic tips. Possession is very powerful, allowing you to merge physically with an animal, such as a fish or rat, for a limited duration. You must have an unobstructed path to your target. This power is useful for stealth, enabling you to hide in small places or move through spaces normally too small for you, like water-filled drainage pipes or ventilation ducts. Enemies will try to stomp you if you're possessing a rat. While possessing a hound, I can sprint fast. At level 2, possess humans. Control of humans is limited, so combat or fast movement are not possible. Possessing a human allows you to perform simple actions such as collecting objects or opening doors. Allies of the human you are possessing will not attack you. Security devices attuned to the human you are possessing, like arc pylon or wall of light, will not harm you. If you are falling, possessing an animal or human on the way down will effectively break your fall. That possession stuff sounds pretty magical. Alright, time to blink on back home. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Definitely something swimming around down there. I like it. The heart, it's not showing me any more runes right now. That's fine. So if I wait a bit, you charge. That's nice. Can I go up there? Give me the arrows. Give me the arrows. Come on. There we go. Yep. Yep, yep. Hop, hop. I'm a blinky bunny. What's this? More book. Mysteries of Pandysia. Excerpt from a book on the far continent Pandysia. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandysian continent as a place of wonder where all of life has entwined and blossomed across eons, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled in the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of submen engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. A few who have traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. Not just failure, but madness and failure. Ooh, Cape of Teeth map. I guess I can sell it. Alright, Admiral Havelock. Let's have a chat.
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
Anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh,
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Alright. Okay, Mr. Admiral.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece.
Piece by bloody
Tonight,
piece.
High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
All right, assassination.
Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Oakley dokley.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The old fort district.
Somewhere in the basements below, Hound kills Hound, and money changes hands.
Is this Lydia?
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time.
Apricot tartlet. Yum.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
That's a shame.
The other servants don't like her.
I wonder whose voice it is I'm hearing when I use the heart. I want to use the heart to learn something about Admiral Havelock.
Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together.
Wait, it's giving me the opportunity to assassinate him? It's interesting. I bet that would take the game in a very different direction. Alright, I should go find Samuel the boatman. Wait, who's this?
Good day, Master Corvo.
She hides her hands. They are raw and scarred from the washing.
Nation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do
Tivian
not attempt
ore.
to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
Can't open the sewer grate. This is the wrong side for Samuel.
Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife.
Corvo? If you've... Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me, but my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison, and I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Spare Captain
When the
Kernow.
sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in.
Does the heart
She
have...
is Callista Kernow.
I overheard the Admiral of
She has
Brexit
learned to defend
talking about the
herself in this
Overseers.
treacherous city.
That's all I heard. And I think it's better if I don't know too much about what you people are doing.
Alright, Callista. I will do what I can. Alright. Gonna be able to use the heart on Samuel.
Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless love. He succeeded.
When you want to set out, just give the word. Just wondering, sir, if you thought about perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
Ah, good advice, Samuel. Where is Piero? But he's upstairs. I do believe Piero was voiced by Brad Dourif.
Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
What can I do for you?
Let's talk about upgrades and new equipment. Alright, upgrades. What do we got? Increase my bone charm capacity. I have 2,482 coins, so let's see. This combat sleep dart. Sleep dart's sedative effect is immediate even in combat. That sounds super useful. Faster reload enables auto reload. All of these seem useful. I think getting all the crossbow upgrades sound good. And then bolt capacity, that's probably good. Bone charm capacity is gonna be good. What else? Oh, I can buy runes? Alright, so I'm gonna get all of the crossbow upgrades. And one bone charm capacity upgrade. And that actually kind of taps me out. So I can't afford a rune right now. I'll spend the rest on sleep bolts. Alright.
They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars.
The outsider walks among us. Alright, let's go talk to Samuel.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Let's go then. Take me to the distillery district. Mask on. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds a secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. I have basically 3 objectives here. 4 objectives. Rescue.
Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Looks like I have three basic ways I can go. Do I want to eat rat skewer? Probably not. So our objectives are rescue Callista's father, I think it was. Do I have night vision, night sight? how do I... So I got powers, dark vision. How do I use it? Press left trigger to see in the dark to reveal living beings. So I guess I need to like equip that. Oh, bone char. Okay, so I've got runes. Let's see. Powers effects slightly improved. That sounds good. Delicate touch. Oh yeah. Moderate keyhole peeping magnification. Sure. Why not? Swim speed. Yeah, let's go with swimming related ones. Delicate touch. Breaking glass sound is moderate. This won't attack me. Sure. So, powers, how do I... Let's put dark vision on left arrow. So it looks like the dragonflies aren't harmful. Those rats. So 2 of the rats are white and 1 is not.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Where the dice. Mal's got enough shit in it as it is. Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Sully ain't moving no more.
Those guys aren't very nice.
Dice. 1, 2, 3, heave! Nasty furry filth. Dice. 1, 2, 3, heave! Dice.
Actually not sure which way I want to go. I probably just want to go up those stairs, but
Dice.
guard was patrolling.
2, 3, heave!
I don't know how long it's going to take him to come back. If he's coming back. Hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Good. Keep them
heave!
coming.
He is coming back.
One, 2, 3, heave!
Okay, that's super creepy looking, but I like it.
Plague. Elixir. Crap. One, 2, 3, heave!
Somebody up on the bridge.
1, 2, 3.
What's this?
The common woman. She fears the Abbey and the plague.
told her to keep the children inside. I told her. Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know this area well.
They are burning the whales.
There's a bone charm up there. Is it worth getting, though?
Attention Dunwall citizens. Following direct contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
Another guard.
The doom of Pandacia has come to the city.
There he goes.
Attention Watchmen. This district is now considered a highly infected area. Residents are to be escorted to adjacent neighborhoods or delivered for immediate deportation to the flooded district. Remain in position until qualified personnel have completed the removal of infected bodies.
Get away.
2, 3, heave!
Guys all the way down there.
Some of them's money.
Place has gone to the house.
I think this is a fine place to hide.
1, 2,
What's
3.
my quick save, by the way? Quick save F5.
Heave!
Alright. Quick save complete.
Who's that? 1, 2, 3, heave!
Kinda want that bone charm. How do I get there? Bet I could blink.
1, 2, 3,
Uh-oh.
heave!
The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark.
Keep them coming.
One, 2, 3, heave!
Kinda tough to get past. So those guys do their heave heave. Guys just sort of like
1, 2, 3, heave!
trouble is I don't know how much of a hidey hole there is by that bone charm.
2, 3, heave!
Crap, I'm not in a good spot.
Yeah.
Can't
Sick
get
ones
through
going to
that.
cages and off to the flooded district.
Couple of them didn't look too sick.
Can't take chances. If they even look a little green around the gills, it's off they go. 1, 2, 3, heave!
So didn't alert them, but I didn't get to the other side of the thing. Can I?
Good. Keep them coming.
1, 2, 3, heave!
Oh,
To arms! Get like him!
ah! Well, eat the rat skewers. That'll get me some health. got spotted. I think I lost them. Bone charm, yes please. 1 out of 5 bone charms found. Is that... Take the pouch. What does the book say? Death in the Month of Songs. Excerpt from a longer work translated from Old Sarkonan by Anissa Matteo of Sarkonos. She was shy in the month of hearths, hiding from my scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans to her sailor cousin from Colero, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. Darren and Gwen. Wonder if this Darren right here... Okay. Achievement unlocked, the Escapist. Oh, I bet that's for shaking off pursuit by using Blink. Okay. Where can I blink to? I can't climb this without Blink. More hop hop. Well, there's a lot of guards around there. Well, the guys that were heaving ho are no longer stirred them up.
Someone help me out! If possible. I'll find you. Get around, Jim!
Uh-oh.
Gotcha now. Got you.
Play your way. Pathways. You can get past this wall of light a number of ways. Disable it by removing the whale oil tank. Climb up the crates to the right and use the roof. Find another path by following the streets to the right. Possess a rat and use the small tunnel to the left. Interesting. Alright, first I need to get away from...
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just
Am I still getting chased? Oh, there they are.
You sure? You know we have to check you over.
Is this a safe space? What? Optional granny rags. What? Alright, I need to... Alright, where... Okay, so this is a fine place to resume. Read the thing. I climb down this chain here. I can. Nice. I wonder if I can blink from swimming. I can. What hurt me? Did I get bit by a fish or something?
Oh, nasty rat. Get away.
goddamn son
Look out. We got someone skulking around.
Someone skulking around. That sounds dangerous. Who's this guy?
He spies on his neighbors and reports to the overseers.
I was happy to share with them, and I know they'll do the same next time.
Oh, there's a rune over here. I wonder what this symbol is.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
The little birdies are sad today. Is that Granny Rags? Is that a Granny Rags I hear? Alright. I'll get through that wall. Send us food, not bullets.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Long ago, Granny Rags danced at court.
I think the little birdies
Men
are sad
begged to
today.
marry her.
Men begged to marry her. Hello, Granny Rags.
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Alright. Deal with Granny's gentleman callers.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage. All of it. If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would indeed. I think the little birdies are sad today.
Is the right way to get to the gentleman callers? I forget how to do non-lethal. Ooh, that's a rune. It's a rune for me. Hello, outsider.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
It's a good question, Mr. Outsider. Okay, so I want to get possession. Do I have enough? It costs 3 runes. I only have 2. But I think there were other runes around here. One's 166 meters off.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Knives on the left. Got it, Granny Rags.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
Let us in, Granny. I bet you can't even hear us.
Ah, sleep darts. Can't carry any more. Moray War Medal. So. Moray Urn. Some money. Class. Teacup could be a distraction. Let's see what's...
Open the damn door!
Alright. So let's see. Crossbow, sleep dart. Actually, let's put crossbow with sleep darts on right arrow. Ah, that's not what I meant to do.
I know you're here. Where'd you run off? Okay, keep banging him. Here you are.
Revisit Granny Rags. Alright, so now I should be able to pick up those extra sleep darts. I use this to... oh yeah, got six darts available.
I will be glad to rest.
Rest, you say? Alright, Granny Rags.
No, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it.
All of it garbage.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. I think the little birdies are sad today.
11 meters.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Granny Rags knows exactly what I like. Bye-bye, rats. That wasn't there before.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away.
Is she actually a few gears slipped, or is she really committed to the bit?
Ruffians, every last one of them, rotten apples. And that slack jaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty...
You know, I'm not sure.
...disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard. Or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
I think it might be a little column A, a little column B. I get the impression that she's actually quite a bit older than she looks. And that if her gears slipped, it was quite a long time ago. And that, yes, she is committed to the bit. Alright, so... mission clues... tasks. So we got optional, use the bottle street and alleys to get around the walls of light. Optional, spare Captain Curnow. Ensure Captain Curnow survives his visit to the office of the High Overseer. Gentleman callers, break into Dr. Galvani's flat on Clavering Boulevard. That seems like it might be sort of a high chaos kind of thing. If I slip gross stuff, I'm gonna get possession. Also, hello, Nappy. I somehow missed saying hello to you when you came in and said hop hop. So, a belated hello. Press left trigger to physically merge with any animal's body. Hello, indeed. Let's see. I can end possession by pressing left trigger again. If my host were to die, I would endure the same fate. Small animals can't survive the possession process. Level 2, I can also possess people. Inside another human body, I'm too clumsy to do anything but basic actions like opening doors or carrying objects.
But they're shy. You'll have to go or they won't come.
So I think I can possess rats. Can I get up there? Not quite. Can I climb on that? Oh, look at me being Mr. Mystery Parkour. So, here's a question. Should I ally myself with Granny Rags? Where are my potions? There we go. Now, does the heart work on corpses?
They cut the flesh of the dead and trap the lightning from the sky.
Pouch has coins. Try this. Lookouts orders. Plant your ass on the roof. Watch the street. See who comes to the almshouse. See if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she's heard something. Slackjaw. So that rune is far away. That bone charm's not super far away. So the instructions did say something about possessing a rat and going through the tunnel. I forget whether that was supposed to be on the left side or the right side of the wall of light. Oh, headset battery is getting low. Wait a moment. All right. So I know Warlock was I don't know if upset or disgusted is the right word. Definitely did not approve of Granny Rags. But I wonder... Oh, my controller was being squirrely. So how close... That one's 20 meters away. It's right close. It's not an openable door. I hear something squeaking. So, can I... My possession... Alright, I just gotta be really careful not to get stomped. Go in through there. Alright, just a rat doing rat things. Oh, it wore off. Oh, the poor rat died. Oh, that is a reason to maybe not do it. Dunwall Whiskey, a truly great name. Oh, Dunwall Whiskey Distillery is a whole different area. Sleep darts, yes please. Spiritual remedies, sure. Medicinal herbs are worth money. Those guys look like guards. Can I climb that pipe? Oh, something bad happened here. Is this Mother's Journal? 8th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick, and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. City Watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. 11th entry. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth. While no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. 12th entry. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Page missing. 16th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It is the 4th day of the month of wind. It is settled that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near me anymore. Well, bad stuff. What's this? Timeless Children's Rhymes. Excerpt from a set of cautionary tales for children. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was a brawler his mates called Smiley. He ran around, up and down town, pulling off every kind of crimey. On Bottle Street he hung with the boys, throwing bricks and bottles and other toys. I don't know where the meter of this is. They'd start a fight and run and hide, breaking, laughing, far and wide. Smiley liked to eat and drink all day, and smash and bash the night away. Drunk and all alone, he drifted off sleeping, sitting on the bridge along John Clavering. When he woke, something strange he found, stranger than a singing wolfhound. He'd become a blue-jawed hagfish most slimy, and only remembered his name was Smiley. They say that Jimmy Whitcomb Riley was never seen again for all of timey, but he swam around, up and down, drinking from the river, crying, "Why me?" Okay, that was a poem, all right. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Young Whaler. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1, or A Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew, and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. Wonder if that was Morris's journal. What's this? Processed whale oil. Worth money. So... Let's see, is there a way to get to the roof here? I think there is. Zorp. And if I wait for it to recharge after I do that, then I don't lose mana. Alright. Where to next? So have I already gotten to the other side of the Wall of Light? This is Clavering Boulevard. Quick save. Dr. Galvani's offices. I can't. What? We toting down there. Should we go in Dr. Galvani's offices? Doing it. Alright. We are. What I need is bread. Sure, why not? What does the heart have to say about this place? Alright, so we got a safe with a combination. Cankermouth Gulf map. 75 coins worth. What is this? I have to smash the glass to get in there? At least smash the glass. Peering through the keyhole. Get some money. Looks like an ashtray. Any stacks of papers and books around here? Hello, rats. Alright, I want to try a thing. Aha! Where am I going? What am I doing? Does the rat survive if I... That's the sad part about it, I guess, is... after I possess the rat, doesn't survive. Health potion. Don't mind if I do. What's this? Eating log. 4th day, month of wind. Assorted human remains. Strong appetite. 10th day, month of wind. 1 bag Tivian pears, bruised and rotted. Rats uninterested. 11th day, month of wind. 1 tin potted whale meat. Eaten. 13th day, month of wind. Human torso. No trouble finding corpse parts. 17th day, month of wind. No feeding. Aggression increased. Incident of cannibalism. 20th day, month of wind. Incident with previous maidservant. Will withhold feeding until 1st day, month of darkness. Second. Oh, that's just an arm. Alright, so we got a couple of guards hanging around here. I want to kind of get up to the upstairs. So, I don't think I have another rat that I can possess to... Got 3 guards down here. It's in this room. Uh-oh. Now they're not looking this way, so I'm just gonna, like, slip up the stairs, I guess. Alright. Which way are they looking?
Did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
Well then.
All right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear Telly's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who's spent more time with prostitutes than he has in the laboratory.
Here's what it's going to be like when we're married. It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it. I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
That's a spooky shadow. Alright. Do you want to get further upstairs? It's a very green room. It's in the chest. Ooh, and a potion. Don't mind if I do. And sleep darts. Yes, please. Oh, more things to read. Dr. Galvani's journal. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle estate. Of course, I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian Red. Alright, so Mr. Galvani likes his red wine. That's potentially useful information. What's our keyhole show us? Not much right now. Night sight going. I don't see the guard or the maid. Okay, the guard's upstairs. That's the green room. She's still in there. Oh, she's coming. Oh, did she spot me? She seems to be investigating. Oh no, coming this way. Oh, she's going upstairs.
What will I do now?
That's the hole that I went into as a rat. Lose the glasses. Alright. Okay, Google, set a timer for 5 minutes. Can I see anything up here? Oh, alright. That's just a wall. So, I want to get upstairs eventually, but alright. That lady went... Wait, have I been in here? Oh, this is the one with the glass doors. Okay. That's a glass. These... Oh, I think that's how I came in. Might be able to hide in the fireplace if I need to. I don't know what the whispery voice is saying when I do dark side. Oh, she's coming. I should... Yeah, she's going into that room with the chairs and stuff. Okay. That guy's just going back and forth upstairs, it seems like. So is there a good hiding space up? I better quick save.
I have to keep this position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to unwrap.
Alright. Hopefully this guy won't look around the corner. Oh, there's another busted vent that a rat could go through. That's some motion over there.
Stupid goddamn.
What the void was
Uh-oh.
that? Someone help me!
Grab that key. What's this? That's just his key. So, did anybody here? I was hoping he wouldn't come that far around. Can I look through the keyhole? Alright, looks safe enough in there, except for maybe a rat. It must be telling me that it's locked. I guess that guy can just sleep there for now.
What will I do now?
Is there anybody in here? Maybe this... Ah, crap!
Oh no! Please help me! Help me!
Sorry, lady. Let's see. Too close to the fire. It seems like a fine place to leave her. There's... Oh, and this is not a fine place to leave either of them. The scrape marks on the floor. Alright, it's probably warmer on the carpet anyhow. On the rug. Probably wouldn't even have noticed these scrape marks if I hadn't tried to put the dude down there. So, how do I... like, push it? Ah! Oh, fancy. Okay. What do we have on this table here? Oh, I want to read it, but I can't. Alright, okay, Google, stop. Just in time for me to read the letter. You have too many points. Maybe I should make more rewards. Galvani Academy Notice. Galvani. The latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting phossy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city, poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. Postscriptum. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague since so few come and go here, and we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Sounds like Artemis likes tipples as well. Brandy, red wine, all from Tivia. Okay, so... painting. A diagram of a whale. Lab equipment. Dissected fish. Is that a book down there? Not one that I can read. Alright, and that letter had a hint to the secret door as well. Okay, alright, and this might be a good escape route. Alright, health elixir. Oh, I already have too many. Alright. They're snoozing in the snoozatorium. Alright. Rat. Viscera. Money. Sewer capacity in the month of nets. Excerpted interview attached to a formal report by City Works Crew 17A. Been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of nets. Don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hagfish guts too. We got to get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years, and I ne'er seen one of 'em come below except to measure will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up. We all climb up fast. No other choice. River crust sound rather nasty. Search for a sample of infected rat viscera. I hope I had gloves on when I picked that up. So let's see. Most important day of Dr. Galvani's life is the 28/7th, 28th day of the 7th month. Aha! Aha! Thank you for the hint, journal. Oh, I can spin the globe. Definitely not any Earth I know. So, where was that safe? It was one floor down, wasn't it? Mission clues updated. What's that? Rusts are vulnerable when they open protective shells. Contaminating the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still with plague rat viscera will infect anyone who drinks the elixir with the plague. That includes the Bottle Street Gang and the people who buy their black market elixir. River crusts are vulnerable when they open their protective shells to spit acidic slime at prey. I don't know how I learned that. Oh, by looking at the thing here. Don't erase. Alright, enough. Oh, there it is again, 287. Enough poking around in the lab. I'm curious about this door. Is it gonna, like, murder me if I touch it? Oh, different lab. And no, Corvo doesn't wear gloves. Hello, Rat. Eddie Ratterson. Okay, so oh yeah, we're at the top of the hour, so I should call it here. Got very ominously lit room here. I'm gonna save my game. Save game. And let us do a raid to a notorious BLT who's playing Darkest Dungeon 2. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed my infiltration of Dr. Galvani's place. I guess next time we get to decide whether to do Granny Rags' plan. It's kind of an unpleasant plan if you ask me, deliberately infecting people. But she said she'd give us a present. So a really tough choice. Really tough. Anyway, we don't have to decide now. 2 weeks from now, play some more Dishonored, and maybe we'll decide then. For now, let's go raid Notor. Clickety clack, raid Notorious BLT. And when am I on next? I think my next stream is going to be Saturday morning for Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. Until next time, everyone be well. Let's go raid Notor.